We are closing out of June, which means it's time for another roundup of the best apps from the Self-Host newsletter. In this video, we have a couple of containers you spin up and run yourself, and they cover some seriously useful ground. The rest are native apps that ride on top of the stack you already have, the kind that finally put real control of your home lab in your pocket. We have something for the AI crowd, something for your media setup, something for the proxmox folks, and even one for your kitchen. I'm your host, Evan. Let's recap the best apps of June. First up is Odysseus. I covered Odysseus in a full feature video, so if you haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. I'll put a link in the video description below. Odysseus is a self-hosted AI workspace. It does chat, agents, research, documents, email, notes, and a calendar, all running on your own hardware under one roof. It comes from the YouTuber PewDiePie, which is part of why it rocketed to something like 78,000 stars and over 10,000 forks in basically no time. The activity on the repo backs that up with well over 1,500 commits on the dev branch. Inside, the chat tab is the obvious starting point, and it runs local models or API models with tool calling, MCP support, file uploads, a shell, skills, and memory. But the part I find more interesting is everything around the chat. There is a compare view for blind side-by-side model testing, a deep research mode that does multi-step web research and writes you a report, a writing first document editor with AI edits and suggestions, and an actual IMAP and SMTP inbox with triage, summaries, and reply drafts. It rounds out with notes, tasks, and a calendar that does CalDAV sync. This is basically an all-in-one private workspace that wants to replace 3 or 4 hosted SaaS tools all at once. It moves pretty fast, so expect some rough edges, and the security note is worth repeating. Keep auth on and do not expose this to the internet at all. Next up is OpenResto. OpenResto is a self-hosted restaurant booking and reservation system. It's a Canadian open source project with a simple pitch. No fees, no data collection, no ads. You can run multiple restaurants from one instance, and your customers get a clean, mobile-friendly page to book a table, and you can communicate with them from your own email address instead of a middleman. On the admin side, you get a dashboard with live bookings, an availability grid, and status filtering for active, past, and canceled reservations. You can create, extend, and cancel bookings, and there is a customizable branding so the app name, primary color, and logo are stored right in the database with no CDN needed. The customer side has a nice touch where it puts a 5-minute hold on a table during checkout so you don't get double bookings, plus it has a GDPR notice and encrypted cookies for recent bookings. Even though this is a brand new project and there's no stars yet on this repo, its use case is very real. If you run a small restaurant, or a community space, or even a church that takes table or slot reservations for events, this is a genuine open alternative to the commercial platforms that take a cut of every booking. Next up is Reeve. Reeve is a native Swift UI app for iPhone, iPad, and Mac that monitors, manages, and automates a proxmox VE home lab. You point it at your proxmox host with an API token, and it talks straight to the proxmox REST API over your LAN or over Tailscale. There is no cloud, no account, no telemetry, and your secrets sit in the keychain. On the monitoring side, you get a dashboard with node CPU, RAM, load, and uptime, live charts drawn with Swift charts going as far back as a year, and hardware health that services smart status, SSD, and NVMe wear, and your ZFS pools. But the part that sets it apart is its management. This replaces most of your trips to the Proxmox web UI. You can start, stop, clone, migrate, and delete guests. You can edit vCPU and RAM, resize disks, run a VZ dump backup, or restore one, manage your snapshots, and even create brand new LXC containers and VMs from scratch, including the new OCI image support that was baked in Proxmox 9.1. And it goes farther than Proxmox as well. There is a pluggable service monitor for things like AdGuard, Jellyfin, Home Assistant, truenas, the RStack, and Uptime Kuma. There's an AI agent that is grounded in your live Proxmox state and can actually take actions through tools with an approval gate before anything changes, pointed at either a local Ollama server or any OpenAI compatible endpoint. There is an in-app SSH terminal and a per-guest console. It hit version 1 and launched in the App Store in June, and there's a public test flight beta. The next app is StreamyFin. StreamyFin is a modern Jellyfin client, and while it runs on iPhone and Android, the headline for me is that it lands on Apple TV. It is a proper polished Jellyfin app on tvOS, and that's been a real gap for the Apple TV crowd, and this fills it. Feature-wise, it is loaded. You get downloads, including transcoded and background downloads, live TV, Chromecast support, and a skip intro and credits using the intro skipper. There's TrickBlade scrubbing, JellyC integration, and a search that hooks into JellySearch and Marlin Search if you run those. Server admins even get a session view to see who's watching what, the codec, the device, and the playback method. There's also a companion plugin that lets you centrally configure the settings and notifications for all of your users at once. If you already self-host a Jellyfin server and you have Apple TVs in the house, this is the client that finally makes that experience feel first class on the big screen. It's open source and free, and it pairs with the Jellyfin server you're already running. Next up is Forked. Forked is an iOS app that connects to your self-hosted Mealie server and helps you decide what to cook from the recipes you already have. If you've never heard of Mealie, it's a self-hosted recipe book. I made a video on it a while back you should definitely see, and I'll put a link to that in the video description below. The signature feature of Forked is Quick Picks, which is basically swipe to decide for recipes. You browse your library one card at a time, swipe right to save and left to pass, and it uses your profile, your Mealie favorites, and your Mealie ratings to surface better candidates. Then there are meal plans, where you tap a vibe like Quick and Easy, Comfort Food, World Tour, and others, and it builds a multi-day plan out of your own recipes with one-tap swaps for anything you don't want. Tying it together is a chef profile, where you set allergies, dietary preferences like vegan, halal, or gluten-free, and liked and disliked ingredients. And then Forked will filter everything automatically, so allergens are blocked and favorites float to the top. Everything you plan rolls into one persistent global shopping list that merges matching quantities and shares straight out through the iOS share sheet. Forked currently supports Mealie with more recipe servers planned. It also reads your Mealie favorites and ratings without writing anything back, so it's safe to point at your existing library. If you run Mealie, this is a great little front end to put on your phone, and I have the Mealie wiki page linked below if you have not set up the server yet. Lastly, we have Quartermaster. Quartermaster is a native iOS controller for your whole self-hosted setup. It supports 28 services across what it calls two worlds. There is the entertainment world, which is basically your RStack, download clients, search engines, and media servers. Then there is the command center world, which is things like Portainer, Unraid, Proxmox, AdGuard, Pi-hole, Cloudflare, and some others. This whole thing is a pure client. There is no backend, no analytics, and no account. Your credentials live in the iOS secure enclave and only ever get sent to the matching service. It's built on native iOS 26 with a new liquid glass look, so it feels like a first-party Apple app rather than a web view in a wrapper. If you've been around homelab mobile apps for a while, this is very clearly aiming at the spot that lunac and NZB360 used to own. With lunac no longer being actively developed, a lot of people have been looking for the next thing, and Quartermaster is making a strong case. It's in test flight beta heading towards an App Store launch right now. That's all for this month's roundup. If you found something new here, click the thumbs up button below to give the video a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you catch the latest on everything self-hosted. Leave a comment and let me know which of these you're going to try, or if there's an app you're already running and love that should have made this list. If you want to have a longer conversation about any of these, jump on our Discord server. You'll find an invite link in the video description below. And if you want to say thank you, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link down there as well. If you want to see videos YouTube won't let me show you, check out our Patreon channel. There's a link in the video description below. Did you know I'm available for hire? If you would like a free quote, follow the Hire Me link in the video description below to book time with me one-on-one. I do these roundups every single month, and if you haven't caught them before, go ahead and check out the playlist for all of the roundups I've done. There's a link for those in the video description below. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, stay curious.